I have a friend. He's an Igbo man. I'm an Igbo man too. He's into Yahoo, fraud, rituals, 419, anything you want to call it. He has made his money. And even though I'm not in support of what he does for a living, I can understand because Nigeria is hard. Things are difficult. The youths are unemployed and frustrated. You said your face don't they change, Abby? That's exactly how most of you sound when you say things like, well, I'm Yoruba and I don't support violence. But when you say Lagos is no man's land, expect the unexpected. Well, I'm Fulani or I'm Hausa or I'm a Muslim and I don't support violence. But when you insult the Holy Prophet or God, you should expect the unexpected. Hmm. Some of us, especially the enlightened and educated ones, the ones that have access to better information, the ones that are on Twitter, on Instagram all day long, tweeting and commenting all over the place. We often have this warped mentality of thinking that just because we say, oh, I am this and I don't support this, but this, then that's ultimately exonerates us from any blame because we've come out to say we are this, but we don't support this. Saying you don't support something is different from saying those that committed the said crime should be brought to justice. Those are two different things. You saw when a presidential candidate tweeted and condemned the crime. And what happened immediately? He deleted the tweet. Why? That's a man at war with his conscience. He knows the right thing, but he also knows that saying the right thing is going to put him on the wrong foot with those that agree with the actions that were carried out on that day when that girl was killed. Do you understand? So, if you're educated and you're enlightened, and you claim that you've separated yourself from tribalism, from religious bigotry or religious extremism, and you still feel that, making a statement like you are this and that, but you don't support this and that, but expect the unexpected makes you completely exonerated from the situation, then you're completely wrong. If you don't call for the punishment of those that are committing these crimes, you are equally as guilty. It's not enough to say you not throw a stone, so you're not guilty. But you stood by and watched. In fact, now you they even give their clothes, make you stand. They watch them as they stone the person, as they kill the person, as they molest the person, as they rape the person, as they burn the person shop. You were there. You said nothing. Yes, I know you don't want to lose your life. You don't want to may you no go talk, may they not come join you for the matter. But if you truly stand for the right thing is the right thing, and the wrong thing is the wrong thing. When you see person they do wrong thing, you know will hide. Come they say, I know they support this person they do, but say I know if you talk and may they no come kill me. If they were doing it to your mother or your brother or your sister, what would you do? Poverty is a bigger religion than Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Zionism, Ekis, Ekanka, anything you want to call it, traditional worshipping, whatever you want to call it. Poverty is a bigger religion. Poverty is a bigger tribe than Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Fulani, Efik, Kanuri, Ibibio, Gwari, Urobo, and all the other tribes. Poverty is a bigger tribe. What this means is that for every educated person, or if you're an educated person and you are assuming that everybody is ready to have a logical conversation on these issues that are always arising and making Nigeria hot, then you are completely mistaken. Some people are not in the right frame of mind to even comprehend half of the things you say. All those your explanations about politicians using them for divisive moves and politicians always manipulating their mind, they are not in the mood to hear that thing you are saying. All they know and all they believe is that those they are trying to kill are those that have been holding jobs from them, those that came to their land to take over their land and conquer them. That is all they know and that is all they believe. So if you're talking to your fellow enlightened minds or your fellow educated people and you're saying, well, it's not all so and so that is like that, or it's not all Yorubas, or it's not all Muslims, or it's not all Igbos that are like that, bro, you are simply not acknowledging danger. For every single one person that is enlightened or has the ability to think of things logically, there are thousands, hundreds of thousands out there that don't have that time or that orientation. They don't have access to better information. They've never seen the world. All they know is that they are small shanty where they are sleeping and they know they are suffering. And they know that every time election comes around, politicians always use them. But they cannot fight it because that is their daily bread. Person where they don't promise say they will give them 10K as long as say you go kill Igbo people. What is say the person go do? In go reach your house, can they negotiate with you? They tell you say, okay, give me 20K. This man been give me 10K. No, he's going to come and kill you because he believes in the powers of whoever sent him. That's the part most of you have to understand. So when I say these things, I'm not saying it to be divisive, like, oh, okay, everybody should go back to their hometown, or oh, okay, everybody just Nigeria should divide. And I'm just telling you the truth. Many of us have friends from different tribes. But failing to acknowledge that it's not your friends you should be afraid of. It's not Kunle, Bayo, or Dayo, or Ismail, or Mohammed. Those are not people you should be afraid of. People you should be afraid of is the thousands and hundreds of thousands of people that are out there that don't know you and do not care about the fact that you have been contributing to their economy in a good way. All they know is that their master or whoever it is that they listen to has told them that you are their problem, that if not for you, they will have a better life. You came from wherever it is you came from, and you've taken over their jobs, their land, you're even marrying their women, and now you even want to run for governor. They don't care if it's your mother that is even from another tribe. They don't care. All they know is that it's these same people that they told us that have collected our land and have collected our women and have collected our jobs. That is all they are listening to. So when you're online crying, talking about, well, it's not everybody that is like that, bro, just acknowledge the danger and know that you might wake up one day and realize that when it sets, you have nobody beside you to fight. Take the story of Agi Ironsi, for instance. Before the July 1966 coup, Agi Ironsi got a warning telling him that the northern officers were planning a revenge coup. He never took it serious. In fact, he went the extra mile to employ only northern soldiers as his security details. From top to bottom, everybody around him was a northerner. So he thought that by doing that, he was going to pacify the north and maybe make them see him as an inclusive Igbo man. On the day when they killed him, it was those same people that were around him that he surrounded himself with that took him out to the bush and beat him till he was near death and shot him. These are the lessons you must learn if you live in Nigeria. I'm not saying don't have friends from all tribes. Everybody has friends from different tribes. Matter of fact, I went to Unity School, so I have friends from places I never knew existed in Nigeria. But one thing I will never do is to assume that the enlightened people from their tribes are more than those that are not enlightened. It's never going to happen. I will never make that assumption. As long as there's danger, I will acknowledge it. And when I acknowledge it, I have to do whatever it takes to make myself feel safe. It's that simple. I don't care